So Oda just rage baited the entire One Piece community, bruh. Let me tell you why. Because in this celebration of One Piece being out for so damn long, my brother, he decided to put the One Piece in real life. But hold on, nigga. That's where he got you. Because guess what he did? Right after that filming, my brother, he picked that shit right back up out the ocean because I feel like he already knew what niggas was gonna do. Let me say that again. Look, he wrote down what the One Piece was, put it in a box, and then put that box in a box. Then put that in a little wood capsule to put at the bottom of the ocean, okay? Boom. So he put that bitch in the bottom of the ocean. Then he said, all right, the cam's off. Hey, pick that shit back up, gang. I'm not playing with you. Oda might be performative as hell, but that nigga, hey, he made sure that he knew that his shit was safe. His secret is gonna be safe for the rest of his life. On God, I'm telling you right now, when they dropped that motherfucking secret in the ocean, the One Piece, the actual One Piece, bro, that shit was real. Whatever he wrote down was real because I know that nigga put out a gun and said, hey, we are not leaving this spot until that bitch is off the bottom of the floor. The ocean floor that is, because bro, not even 24 hours later, people were plotting and planning and figuring out the location of where the One Piece was so they can go get it and see what the secret was themselves. And of course, there may be some legal reasons as to why they had to pick it up out the water and things of that nature, but I like to go in my head canon, bro. Oda was not trying to let that shit be in the world at all. That's how well guarded the One Piece secret is to this man. He told a couple people, like his wife, and I think someone else. I think the editor, if I'm not mistaken, but I feel like he got like this secret activation code on them niggas. Like if they say what it is, they automatically die. Oh God, that gotta be the case because you know, brother, you know, if he get into a fight with his wife, that bitch is, that secret going out on the whole internet the next day. The One Piece is being known the next fucking second because you telling me things been okay for the past 30, 40, 50 years of this nigga life. Hey, I'm just saying, Oda got his methods. But I'm not gonna lie, bro, this was one of the most creative, interactive things that I've seen in a minute. Even though you can't actually interact with it itself because he took it out, this is the most interesting thing that I've seen a manga artist do. Because most of them just stay inside and say, oh yeah, thank you for this, thank you for this. But Oda had his own little production, did his own little thing. Of course, he didn't leave it there, but hey, that was actually pretty cool for him to do. And that cements his space in one of the big three, bro. But other than that, man, I really just find it funny. I really find it funny that not even 13 or 24 hours later, bro, motherfuckers was trying to hire whole crew members. Niggas was getting boats. Niggas was figuring out locations. Niggas was gathering crews to actually start the One Piece in real life. And I'm not gonna lie, my brother, if there was an actual reward, an actual bounty inside of that case, if Oda put $1 billion in that bitch, $1 million in that bitch, $200, I would have been out in the ocean somehow, some way. Cause you know, everybody can use a little bit of that extra money, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can just imagine someone actually going out there to get that shit if Oda didn't pick that bitch back up out the ocean. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he knew ahead of time, hey, this shit cannot be out here in the world. Because someone would do it. And I feel like that day that someone would have did it, bro, they would have got that shit. That shit would have been online on eBay for at least $500,000 to $1 million just to know the secret. So I can't lie. As much as I like to talk down on his writing sometimes and some of his decisions, this was a W play, my brother. This was a W play. And it is also a W rage bait too as well because, brother, you already knew ahead of time that you can't leave this secret out in the world. Now, you better be careful on your head, Oda, because I think people are sending assassins on your ass after this shit. Other than that, bro, that's all I got to say for this topic right here. If you like the video, if you want to see more shit, of course, subscribe, like, comment, all that bullshit.